Hi, welcome to Hollywood Marquee video tutorial. Every marquee element used often is assigned a color. Miscellaneous elements are blue. The slogans are red. I'll turn those on and off. The spotlights, which I'll turn on and off, are orange. Then you have the marquee, which is yellow. The marquee background, which is lavender. I'm going to drag and drop the background. This happens to be a background from our sky collection. And I'll clip the ends by using the rectangular marquee tool. And I'll clip one end, and now on the right hand side we'll do the other one. Now we have a clean background. Using the magic wand tool, we're going to drag in our little gal, and that's using Studio Magic 1. The tutorials are available on how to cut a subject out. I'm going to move her up in the palette, so I'm going to move the cutout above the marquee. And now she rests on top of the marquee. And I'm going to resize her, Command T in my case, Control T if you're a PC. Now I'm going to drag in from our 600 slogans, come celebrate my graduation. And using Studio Magic 2, I'm going to add a rainbow. That's all in the tutorials as well. Now with Control U or Command U, it brings up the hue and saturation box. I can select the lights or the marquees and move the slider back and forth to achieve my desired color for my project. Now let's go ahead and drag in I am educated. I showed my wife this segment and she said educated is spelled wrong. I said it's spelled wrong purposely. It's supposed to be funny. She didn't think it was funny. And I'll use my Control T or Command T and I'll resize it. Once I've dragged in the slogans, the effects will appear in the layer palette. I'm going to select color overlay as one of the effects. Click on the box and then I can change the color accordingly. And I'm going to move the slider up and down here until I get the one that I want, which is neon blue. And after clicking on that, I'm going to open our outer glow and I can move the opacity back and forth or the spread until I get the desired effect. Okay, here's a simple way to turn white lights into color. Let's go to Image Adjust, Hue and Saturation, and that brings up the hue and saturation box. Let's close it out because I like to use my hotkey, Command U or Control U if you're a PC. First things first, we're going to check the colorize box and reduce the lightness. Now increase the saturation and then take the hue and saturation back and forth until you get the desired color. At times there's a problem where there's an overglow. So here's a case where there's an overglow and that's an easy fix. I'm going to correct that. You're going to click the arrow down on the slogan, and as you can see the different effects. We're going to go to outer glow first, and then I can drag back and forth the opacity or the spread, whichever works best. In this section I will show you how to create your own slogans. You can Google free neon fonts and download the ones you like. Go ahead and select the text tool. Now click on the type kit and choose the font that you want, and this was neon. Choose a contrasting color, best friends, and let's go ahead and we'll take, and I'll do Command T or Control T. I'm Command T, a Mac. Now let's go ahead and click on the color mode in the drop down box. And then when selecting color mode, you want to make sure that the color mode is in normal. This is really important, and that the opacity is in full 100%. Click on the color overlay box and now move the slider up and down until you get the desired effect, and then hit OK. Okay, this time we're going to reopen the blending mode at the bottom and we're going to choose outer glow. Let's move that over a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and move the opacity slider, as you can watch best friends on the left. And now we're going to go ahead and move the spread until we get the desired effect. And that looks pretty good. And if you're happy with it, hit OK. Okay, we'll hit OK, and now let's try a different font. This time we'll go to the type again, and we'll scroll down, and I chose another one from Google Free. And this time we're just going to go ahead and print forever. Type forever. And now let's do the color overlay and choose the color And this happens to be, let's go to try a yellow this time, or a gold. And I'll just keep using the slider until I get my desired effect. And once I've done that, I'll go ahead and click OK. Now let's go ahead and we're going to do the outer glow. And as you're going to see, the outer glow doesn't match. So what we want to do is we want to zoom in very closely, and with the go ahead the eyedropper, and we'll choose the color, and as you can see, it matches perfectly. Now you move your respective sliders back and forth until you get the desired effect. And as you can see, I'm moving my respective sliders back and forth. I'm moving the spread and the outer glow slider until I get the right desired effect. And I think that's just about it, and I'm going to hit OK. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it was informative. If you purchased Studio Magic, please watch the video tutorials. Thank you again.